An axonometric sketch is a form of architectural sketch that depicts not only the height and the width, but also the length. It is the epitome of a 3D drawing of the architectural structure. Perhaps before 3D rendering softwares, axonometric sketches and drawings were the prominent form to depict the three-dimensional nature of the structure. Drawing an axonometric sketch brings a few benefits. For one, you are able to comprehend the dimensions in a refined perspective, especially if the drawing is to scale. Secondly, you are able to see the proportion of objects in respect to the boundaries of the structure. In the example of El Salón, an axonometric sketch allows me to see the proportion of the pool table and the TV with respect to the walls and the restroom. The scale for this drawing is a 1:50 ratio, and the reason for that was because we're going to be drawing all three dimensions: height, length, and width, which means that we need to force the dimensions to fit within the page of my drawing notebook. This makes the height of the drawing 4.5 centimeters, the length 12.4 centimeters, and the width 8.13 centimeters, which makes it perfect for the dimensions of the drawing paper. This also makes the drawing smaller than my liking, but sometimes functionality has to supersede aesthetics in order to accomplish something, especially something that is required for the piece or the product or the object or the result to function properly. Sometimes one has to leave aesthetics apart and just be pragmatic and approach something in a certain way, despite the aesthetics and perhaps the beauty or perhaps the morality of a certain system. Sometimes the function supersedes aesthetics. Now, as a last step, I draw the interior structures and objects of the room: the pool table, the television, the figures on the wall, the restroom, and the outside walls. As I mentioned before, an axonometric drawing allows you to comprehend the perspective and also the proportion of the objects within the structure. A good example of this statement is the figures of the wall. They are now visible in a three-dimensional perspective, something that was not present in the prior drawings, which refines our understanding and comprehension of the figure walls in this piece, architectural, artistic piece.